Good evening and welcome to the Tuesday night net of the OARS Amateur Radio Society. This net meets regularly on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. on this frequency of 146.970 with a PL tone of 162.2. My name is Wes and my call sign is AE0OC. While this is not an emergency net, if anyone at any time has emergency traffic, please call break. Does anyone have emergency traffic? Please call now. Hearing none, I'll move on to announcements. I will be using NetLogger for check-ins on this net, and anyone who wishes can check in early by monitoring the OARS net there. The Ozarks Amateur Radio Society meets on the second Saturday of the month at Lily's Restaurant in Monette. The meeting is at 7 p.m., but everyone is welcome to come at 6 p.m. to eat and enjoy some good conversation. Individuals pay for their own meal, and Lily's has requested that anyone who attends does eat while they're there. You do not have to be a ham to attend. Everyone is welcome, including family members and those interested in amateur radio. The next meeting at Lily's will be Saturday, March 9th. Breakfast with the OARS Club for February will be on the fourth Saturday of the month at 7:30 a.m. at Family Restaurant in Aurora. And this one will be on the 24th for February. And we're only doing it once a month now on the fourth Saturday, so keep that in mind when you're scheduling your plans there. More to follow. The OARS Ham Fest will be Saturday, March 23rd at the Mark, 822 West Mount Vernon Boulevard in Mount Vernon, Missouri. Setup begins at 6 a.m. and opens to the public at 8 a.m. More info is available at W0OAR.com. And there will be an Aries meeting at 7 p.m. on the third Monday of the month at the Monette Police Department. All members of the Lawrence County Aries are encouraged to attend. The OARS Club now has 3 regular nets. The D-Star net Monday at 8 p.m. on 444.150. The 2-meter net Tuesday at 7 p.m. on 146.970. And the Simplex net Thursdays at 8 p.m. on 146.460. And this net is now being streamed on the 5-9 Radio YouTube channel. So if you want to see how you sound on the radio, or if you missed part of the net, you can go to 59radio.com for details and a link to the channel. Are there any other announcements of interest to amateur radio? Please call now. All right, well, let's jump right into some check-ins then. We'll start out with any low-power, mobile, or short-time check-ins.
KF0LCX.
All right, picked up one there, KF0LZX. Greg, how are you tonight?
Hey, doing good, Wes, and thanks for running the net. Nope, doing just fine. I just got a couple things going on with work I'm kind of off and on in the middle of, so I thought I would hop in and hop out real quick and just say hi and get my name on the list and turn it back over to you. That's pretty much all I got, Wes. 73s, and this is KF0LCX.
All right, Greg, well, it's good to hear you tonight, and thanks a lot for checking in. We'll say 73, and I'll call out one more time for any short-time, low-power, or mobile stations. All right, nothing heard, so we'll move back up to the top of our NetLogger list. We've got KE0MAD. Sean, how are you doing?
Yeah, good evening, Wes.
Doing just fine. Week started out a little rough, but it wasn't too awfully bad today, so hopefully the rest of the week's not all that bad. But not a whole lot going on. Thanks for running the net, and look forward to hearing whoever we can hear on Thursday on the Simplex net. K0MAD.
All right, Sean. We appreciate you checking in and look forward to the Thursday night net. That's always a fun one. It was more fun when I had a little better antenna, but it's still fun to see what you can do. So appreciate it, and I'll say 73, and we'll move on down to K6GAE. Dave, how are you tonight?
AE0OC and the rest of the net. This is K6GAE. Oh, we're doing pretty good. Glad the work day's over. Got an email from Harold tonight, so I'm going to be ordering the new rack server for the new gateway on the repeater, and we have to thank KD0AFV for the donation he made for this to make this server come to fruition. Other than that, don't have a whole lot, so thanks for running the net tonight, Wes, and we'll pass it back to net control. K6GAE, back to net control.
All right, Dave, it sounds like great news. So we very much appreciate you checking in. We appreciate all the work you've been doing on the repeater out there too. So I will say 73 to you, and we'll move down to K0SQS. Harold, how are you tonight?
AE0OC and the rest of the net, K0SQS. Doing just fine, Wes. As Greg said, thanks again for running the net. Appreciate the support. I did get a check-in from KB0AFD, and it funded the rack mount computer, and so I did contact Dave, as he said, and he's gonna tell me who he wants to get it from and what it is and how much, and I'll order it and have it drop shipped to him. So activity and progress. Back to you, Wes. Thanks again, and this is K0SQS 73.
All right, Harold, thanks a lot for checking in tonight, and looking forward to seeing what progress all gets made on that. But I'll say 73 to you, and we'll move on down to KA0SPM. Steve, how are you tonight?
Doing good, Wes. It was very good to see everybody at the meeting, and it definitely was a lot of folks there. It was great. We today did a little bit of running and not much else. Kind of quiet, which is good. But excited about all the new stuff happening, and well, I'll just say it's fun. So anyway, back to you, Wes. KA0SPM.
Yeah, Steve, it was really good to see you there. It's been a while since we've been able to see you at one of the meetings, so it was great to have you there. I know it's quite a drive for you, and you've had a lot going on, but it was nice that you were able to make it. So I'll say 73 to you, and we will move down to KB0RHA, Rich, out of Mount Vernon. How are you tonight, Rich?
Oh, doing pretty good, Wes. Everybody on the net, thanks for doing the net. Sounding good tonight. Anyway, I got some parts in for my RF signal generator, and looking forward to tearing into that and getting that all fixed back up and back on the bench. Anyway, not much else going on around here. Kind of enjoying the warmer weather. At least it's not snow. Anyway, back to net control. KB0RHA 73.
All right, Rich. It was good to have you at the meeting, too. So, it was nice to actually meet you face-to-face for the first time, so that was great. Appreciate you checking in, and we'll say 73, and move on down to KF0HHG. Nick, how are you tonight?
KF0HHG. Pretty good, Wes. We had our first calf hit the ground this morning, and so looks like it's going to be a wild ride calving, and we got grain to haul and get stuff ready for spring, and that's knocking on the door. And other than that, that's about it. Some good weather, so we'll see what happens here in the next couple weeks of what we get done and where we're at weather-wise. Back to you, Wes.
Yeah, I'd say that we're going to have some more cold coming up. I think that's in the forecast already for, I think, the early part of next week, or maybe even around Sunday or something. I don't remember exactly what the weather said, but coming up anyway, we've got some cold coming, I think. And so hopefully it won't last long, and we'll be back into some spring-like weather again before we know it. But appreciate you checking in tonight, and we'll say 73, and we'll move on down. We've got a W0HCA. Looks like Howell is the name, maybe.
Yeah, Wes, they're just showing net logger to clubs. It was just a test.
Ah, okay. Well, that makes sense. Now they went away, so. All right, thanks for that info there. All right, well, that put us down at the bottom of the list then. So, looking for some over-the-air check-ins for the OARS net. All right, guys, come on, wake up. You've been out there waiting, looking for over-the-air check-ins for the OARS net.
Kilo 0 Lima Alpha Foxtrot.
All right, well, we picked one up there. K0LAF. Charlie, how are you tonight?
I'm doing good, Wes. Both Brenda and I are good health, and still alive and kicking, so that's great. Got out today, enjoyed the beautiful day, went down to Delaware Town Access and did a POTA activation there. Went and dealt with the post office a little bit, trying to find a package that's apparently going around in a circular route. They tell me I can't do anything about it, that eventually it'll fall out and either be completely lost or show up on my doorstep. So, guess we'll have to wait around for that. Other than that, not much happening. Say hello to everybody. Hope everybody had a great day. Back to you, Wes. It's K0LF.
All right, Charlie. I'll tell you what, I've had a few of them packages that got caught in the circular landing pattern there. They never did make it. So hopefully what you're looking for will make it there. But we'll say 73. And this is AE0OC looking for some more check-ins for the OARS net.
KE0HFS.
All right, was that KE0HFF, as in Fox?
Kilo Echo 0 Hotel Foxtrot Sierra.
All right, got you that time, Joseph. How have you been?
I was doing pretty good. Went to work to enjoy the weather. Now I'm at the house, taking it easy.
Well, that's the way to be. At home's a little better than at work always. And so, been up to anything interesting this week?
Yeah, we're going to go see a hockey game this week. Okay.
Well, that sounds like fun. Especially if you get that one of them that's got a bunch of brawling and fighting involved, I suppose. But I've never been to a hockey game, so I couldn't really tell you for sure. But I have seen some on TV that were pretty intense. And so I guess that I'll say 73. We appreciate you checking in tonight. So we'll move on down and see if we can catch some more. Do you have any further check-ins for the OARSnet?
KF60Z.
All right, KF60Z. Mel, how are you tonight?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good. Sure did enjoy that nice sunshiny day we had today.
Well, I enjoyed the nice sunshiny days we had several days ago. But this was definitely better than snow, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's for sure. That snow we did have this week, though, it was amazing how fast it disappeared. It was just fairly warm when it came down, so it didn't stay with us for very long.
Well, it disappeared real fast here because it never even hit the ground. We didn't have any.
Oh, you didn't? Well, we had an inch or so here. Things got covered really well. It was wet snow, so the trees, it really stuck to the trees. It really made things pretty for just a few hours.
Yeah, isn't that amazing how 5 miles apart between your house and mine, and the no snow here and you guys got an inch, and you move 2 or 3 miles further on and hit Mount Vernon, and I think they had like 4 inches or so.
Yeah, from Mount Vernon on south, they got quite a bit of snow, but it was really starting to thin out when just 2 miles north where we are, 2 miles north of Mount Vernon. And that day we went out to Crossroads east of Mount Vernon for lunch, and there was almost no snow out there. So I guess that was kind of continued right on up to your neighborhood, straight north of there, up a highway end. KF60Z.
Half a foot in Monette.
Yeah, well, thank you, Mel, for checking in tonight. I'll say 73 to you. And Harold, you can keep that half a foot there. Next time it comes, we'll make sure that it goes there too, because it can just stay away from my house. It's just fine. Do I have any further check-ins for the OARSnet? This is AE0OC. I'm going to put out one last call for check-ins to the OARSnet. All right, not hearing anybody. So we had a total of 11 check-ins, including myself. Really good net. We appreciate everybody who did check in, and hopefully we'll get to hear all of you on Sean's net on Thursday. If you're hitting the repeater, there's a good probability that he'll be able to hear you too. And so show up for the simplex net. This is AE0OC, and I'm going to return the repeater back to normal operation.